Hello, I'm Graham Elwood and welcome to the Political Vigilante. Today I want to go over an article that was written by Dave Dane in The Intercept called Trump Executive Order Will Let Private Equity Firms Drain Your 401k. So what this article is going into is there was the Department of Labor under Obama passed this fiduciary rule, and that forced investment advisors in workplace retirement plans like a 401k to operate in their clients' best interests, rather than recommending high-cost, high-risk products that offer the advisors kickbacks and perks. So Trump wants to rescind that, of course. And what he will do is then allow the private equity firms that he's in business with to recommend high-risk stuff. So when they recommend high-risk stuff with your workplace, so basically your company pays into your 401k. Many of you might already have this. And the fiduciary rule allows, forces them to basically give you good advice and steer you away from high risk. So they want to get at, there's like billions of dollars in 401k money sitting there that the private equity firms want to get a piece of. And of course, they want to gamble with it. And what private equity is all about is short-term, quick profit, versus the long-term stability of a retirement investment. That is the point of retirement investment, is it giving you long-term financial stability. So Trump immediately wants to rescind this fiduciary rule that Obama passed in 2015. And his battle cry is, we're going to get rid of regulations. The liberal regulations have been making it hard for everyone, and it'll give the average working man get a choice instead of having the government tell you what to buy. So what he's then going to do is have all of his buddies steer all of you working class folks into buying the riskiest and craziest bullshit that who's going to profit from? Take a guess. So since the fiduciary rule was finalized last year, was to go into effect this April, but the new order directs the Labor Department to review the rule, which is expected to initiate the process of rescinding it. We're just reviewing it. As Gary Cohn, former Goldman Sachs president and director of the National Economic Council, put it, the fiduciary rule is like putting only healthy food on the menu because unhealthy food tastes good, but you still shouldn't eat it because you might die younger. So Trump wants to just put, supersized cheeseburger cupcakes on the menu, and you should have the right to choose, instead of letting, oh God, America. That's why we need rules like that, because people don't even know how to choose correctly, and they're always going to go for the quick fix, and then some investment guy is going to dangle this like, well, you're going to make $1 million if you let me gamble, right? Oh, man. And it's all these people from like Blackstone. So Blackstone is a private equity firm. They are so in favor of this. We're getting rid of your regulations, Trump told Schwartzman, the head of Blackstone, and his colleagues a couple weeks ago. Last month, Schwartzman stressed his craving for Blackstone to get into the 401k market. In life, you have to have a dream, Schwartzman said on an analyst call. And one of your dreams is our desire to the market's need to have more access at retail alternative asset products. They just want to get at your retirement, man. If these guys, if you have money under your bed, if they could get a taste of it, they will. They will come into your home and get it out. So it's maddening what they're doing, because, and again, I've talked about it on this show, they want to deregulate because under the deregulation, they blow companies up, they screw things over, but they profit, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they bankrupt companies or anything like that. And all these companies like Partners Group and Kohlberg Kravitz Roberts, KKR, investors part of this Target fund. I don't trust any of these people at all. And I want to go into, I'm going to find it here. Okay, here it is. How they specifically want to do it. And then I have an example here with Mervyn's of what happens when they get a hold of a company and how they just gut it and dismantle it and break it up in a short amount of time, and who gets screwed over, employees and their investment stuff. So because private equity serves as manager and investor, they favor short-term gain over a company's health, whether through using bankruptcy, favorable tax strategies, or monetizing assets. Workers often get left behind with lower wages, lost jobs, and restructured union contracts. The destruction of the Mervyn's department store chain provides a salient example. Once a major retailer with 30,000 employees, Mervyn's was bought out in 2004 by a consortium of private equity firms who split off the company's real estate assets and forced stores to pay exorbitant rent to service the $800 million in debt. So they racked up debt and then forced the stores to do it. Within 4 years, Mervyn's liquidated the entire operation in bankruptcy. The private equity managers, however, earned profits through the real estate deals and came out ahead. It's just like they went into it like, we're going to, risky investments, and then we'll just make the money back. And like, bankruptcy is a profitable thing. It's not like, oh no, what have we done? Like it used to be like, uh-oh. Now it's just like, yeah, let's just go to bankruptcy and we'll let the taxpayers take care of it. Individual investors would therefore be using retirement dollars to fund an industry that terrorizes workers and sucks value from their employees. How does sidelining the fiduciary rule facilitate this? Plan advisors would not be required to act in the best interest of their clients when promoting target funds, enabling them to include private equity, regardless of the fee structure and threat of losses. Who cares? It could put retirement income at risk and may be more costly than the individual investor recognizes, says Eileen Applebaum. The financial advisor will know, but they're now under no obligation to divulge. So they know this is a bad idea, and they are legally not obligated to tell you. And that's Trump's great deregulation plan. That's what he's going to help everybody, so all of his buddies get kickbacks once again. Pay close attention, man. Ask your company if you have a 401k. Who's in charge of this? Where is the money going? And do some research, because I don't trust these financial institutions at all. Find like where you can invest in something that produces a profit, like a startup or something like that, versus some big financial institution. I don't trust them at all. If you do, get one through like your credit union or a non-for-profit bank, because these assholes now, more Trump, just run wild. Criminals, let them free. Do whatever you want. Oh man. Like this. Hit the subscribe button, share it. I'm starting to put program notes with links to these articles underneath in the show notes below. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.